This is the Insurgent, and this is also the Insurgent. And considering this one is on offer this week, I figured now would be a good time to do a Insurgent off. Anyway, so the one on the left would normally cost you just under 1.8 million, and then another 200,000 for the Pickup Custom upgrade. Whereas the one on the right is typically 900,000 or just over 600,000 if you've completed the Humane Labs raid. So with this being on offer at 800k this week, they're pretty much the same price, so which one should you get? Well, the spec for these is supposed to be pretty much identical. They're supposed to have the same acceleration, they're supposed to have the same top speed. But one thing I will say is that the standard Insurgent certainly seems to pick up faster than the Pickup, if you'll pardon the pun. Especially off-road, it seems a lot quicker to get going off-road. However, when they are off-road, they're both incredibly capable. If you just look how they monster up the side of this hill. One thing that you do notice is, despite them being really heavy, they're a little bit flimsy and they get thrown around a lot. They also struggle to get straight over these barriers, which isn't ideal. A lot of the 4x4s and the other military stuff will go straight over these sorts of barriers. So then when you get them on the road, the handling is surprisingly good. These are big, heavy things, so you'd expect them to be awful. And they do take a little while to get going, but when they're up to speed, the handling itself is pretty okay, you know. They're actually really good fun to drive. And considering this one can take 8 RPGs and this one can take 7, that makes them pretty useful for free roam, because it's quite difficult to get rid of you if you're in one of these. Upgrade wise, it's very similar options for two, obviously, apart from the massive gun that you can put on the top of this one. Unfortunately, you need to own an MOC or an Avenger to put that on, so it can cost quite a lot to get this thing fully upgraded. And as you can see, the gun is really nice and easy to get into.
Perfect landing.
So as we get ready for the final stretch of the school run, what are the final thoughts? Well, looking at this last section, you can see where these things come in really useful in free roam. They're so heavy.
Nice.
You really don't need to worry about going round the traffic. Just go through it or over it. There's not really anything that's going to get in your way if you're driving one of these. But as you can see, the standard Insurgent, it's got a fairly commanding lead. And they've both been similarly scruffy laps, so it does back up the fact that the standard Insurgent is just that little bit easier to use. And it puts in a 325. Now the Pickup Custom's not that far behind, putting in a 334. So which would I recommend? Do you know what? I would say if you've got a friend that you play with, the Pickup Custom is better, because you can stick someone in the gun on the top and you can also tow the anti-aircraft trailer. However, if you tend to play solo, or you're looking at this video when the Pickup Custom isn't on offer, you'd probably be better getting through the Humane Labs raid and just picking up the standard Insurgent. So I hope you found that useful, and I will see you in the next one.